Ready, ready. Set, go.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Set. Hey, green. Hut.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Shovel, 38. Ready, ready.
Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Completes it again to Doubs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 3 yards out. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. First carry here for Ken Walker. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now it's Smith. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers.
Ready,
in this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here we go, set. 43 rail. Go pink. Hut, hut.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Set, ready. Set.
Love now. And Watson has it right side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Set, hut. Set.
Love looking to throw it. And complete once again to Watson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Ready.
Jacobs. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll run it with Jacobs. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Down. Fight. 97. Set. Go.
They go with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Gino now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like them. They haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go, here we go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 44 yards.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Escapes the defender.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue, go. Set.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Boye Mafe got through the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
at the 23. It's 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Ready.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Here we go on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
There we go. Hey, 3 on left.
Now Geno. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba.
Now Smith. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
No ball, no ball. Hey, alert, alert. Check 58.
To throw is Smith.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 15.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. After the interception, here's Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
Still going. They can't stop him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And strong running here on the first 2 plays of the drive. He's got another first down on a gain of 12.
A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 42 yards now on the ground at just 7 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Walker with another carry.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A give for Walker running right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one by the line of scrimmage.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 32 yards.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Play action this time with Love.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here's Love. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Love, they go play action now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
22 needle.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Yellow, go. Set.
Once again, it's Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
Drill,
4.
52. Yellow, zoom. Set.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Black block. Yellow, line.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ready,
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Let's go now. Hut.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play fake. Here's Love.
He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
A.J. Dillon
From 6 yards away.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. That's taken in by Watson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football. And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Set, huh?
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Packers.
Luke Musgrave,
37 yards.
And the Packers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Here's Smith.
And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Smith now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
52 blaster.
Brings up fourth down
Hey,
and
red. Hut.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2.
A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ready?
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready. Set.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Set. Hut.
On play action. Love to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready.
Now Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown.
Christian Watson.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is up to 18 now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Following the interception, Love. That's complete to Wicks. How did he stay on his feet? And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. Ours.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Geno now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 51 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Seahawks 24.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. This one caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Glove.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
One last throw here for Smith. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.